NFL on EA Sports. And the Chicago Bears taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over.
Nick Foles and the Bear offense about to be on display for the first time. Foles, the veteran, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2012 out of Arizona.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Foles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Foles pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now Foles. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 3 yards the gain there, second down. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 4 catches, 64 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Eddie Jackson brought him down.
On second down, it's Coleman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
3rd down.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
6 yards.
Foles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense at their 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
43-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
It's second and inches.
On second down, Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up third down.
Here's Foles. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
on second down and 4. Foles.
The pass. It's a loss of 14. Brings
ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley.
Foles pass.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
22 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
On second down now. It's Coleman.
Number 26, Tevin Coleman.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Foles. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Mostert. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Raheem Mostert.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
8-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
48-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the 27, Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Javon Kinlaw. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Makes the score Bears 6, 49ers nothing.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 20.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him. When things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality. That's you, Charles Davis. To another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
That's another Bears.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Miller with it over the middle. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's been a long day for you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Pettis now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
That is on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's Nick Foles as he heads back out to work. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
David Montgomery.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15.
That's good. We're a Chicago.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
In on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
from the 45 on 2nd down. Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now Foles. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
Is no good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Pettis now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
Complete to
11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The 49er ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo
40-yard line.
looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Brandon Ayuk.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
David Montgomery.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
David Montgomery on the handoff.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. With that grab, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Javon Kinlaw make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Foles on target with that one to Graham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Foles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Incomplete.
Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd down at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Thrown away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Third down. And
Out of the gun now on third down.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
First and 10.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at the 40.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Warner in on the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And this certainly confirms all the chatter, just how big of a final weekend this is. For the moment, the 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
And we have to keep reminding ourselves that number 6, That's no longer the final seed. We go 7 deep in each conference now. But you're at the point now where you have to win to guarantee your spot. You don't want to get stuck scoreboard watching and hoping other teams can help you out by winning their games or losing their games. You got to take care of business yourself and erase all doubt.
And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago. Going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 40.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle.
Garoppolo.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And makes the score Bears 29.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
He was brought
the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
And his pass incomplete.
Cole's pass thrown to the center.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Garoppolo's pass. Complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
A gain of 7.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
A gain of
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. And it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier brought down at the 2-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Kick is good.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Brings up
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. So this one in.